Hello and welcome in. I'm so glad you're here, and we are jumping on today because there has been a message coming through that I feel so called to share with you, and that really is the willingness to trust so much more in the unseen than you can even imagine right now. Because we are moving through this shift in consciousness that is happening on the planet. We are moving into quite a time where there is going to be so much changing, so much transforming, both within ourselves and on a planetary level. If we look at the astrology, there is some real changes starting to happen in the outer planets starting next week. And it's all really, really beautiful, and it's all supporting this shift in consciousness that we're going through, which is really allowing us to access this ascension, which really is the embodiment of your soul, of your higher self in your physical form at this time, which is not really been something that has globally or collectively happened on planet Earth. So it's all really happening to support us, to really make this shift within ourselves, to really embody more of our soul essence within ourselves. And the thing that's happening right now that I'm picking up on, and I'm seeing not only in myself, but in so many other people who I work with, and in just a collective just feeling and sense that I get when I look out into what's happening, is that right now there is a lot of chaotic energy happening where the old is crumbling, the new is being birthed, and it's this very in-between phase. So the intention and the message that is coming through so strongly is that we are being called to focus more on the unseen and on our energetic expression, and to trust in that. So even if at this time you are moving in a direction and it's feeling soul aligned and it's feeling like it's what you want to be doing, and you're opening up more to your own inner guidance, to your own guidance from your guides and your higher self, and it's feeling like you're making momentum within yourself, you're building momentum, you're making the changes, you're doing the things, you're doing the inner work, and it's just not shifting on the outside, that's okay right now. That what we want you to focus on is noticing the shifts that you are making and the energetic ripples that is sending out. And to not get disheartened by what is being reflected to you in your physical reality, because the 3D Earth generally is a lot slower in terms of reflecting and mirroring exactly what is happening, exactly what is changing. Now, the thing is though, is that it's actually speeding up, but because it's speeding up, it's like we're in between the 3D and what some people call the 5D or a level 4 consciousness, where it's moving and it's shifting, but there's still old and there's still residue and there's still a lot that's happening and changing and shifting. So we want you to understand that in this time, in this space that we're in, that even when it looks like nothing is working, to know and to trust even deeper in the unseen and that it is working. To know and to trust even more in your own inner guidance, in your soul, in the messages that you're getting from your soul, from your higher self, the direction that you're being sent in, that even if it feels like on the outside it looks like it's not working, that is when you anchor in more and more into trust in yourself. Trust in your power. Trust that as an energetic being, that at any moment something can shift. But what that requires for that to happen is for you to build that energetic momentum within yourself and in the conscious and subconscious perceptions that you hold, and the actions and the intentions that you take those actions with. And it might feel like that's a lot of work, but what you're actually doing is doing it more so from your natural state of being, and this natural knowing that might seem crazy and is what gives rise to that energy of like the delusional energy of just like, I don't care how much it looks like this isn't working, it's working. And to hold that within yourself, because that is like an energetic anchoring of certainty, which invites in inevitability that collapses time. But what we're really being trained in right now is this ability to focus so much more on the energy, to focus more on the alignment of energy within yourself, because what that is anchoring into you is this remembrance of your power as a soul, as a being, as a sovereign soul, to be able to know that you are a powerful creator, to know that you are creating a reality, and not just through this understanding intellectually, but to truly know it in your being. And that is why at the moment it might seem like whatever you're doing, old ways that used to feel aligned might be crumbling, new things that you're following that feel so aligned that might not. It might be reflecting, and that's amazing, but if it's not, I'm speaking to the people who, if it's not fully reflecting in your reality yet, that it's okay. And that doesn't mean it's not working. That means that you get to focus on how you feel in yourself, your own inner alignment, and cultivating this unwavering belief in yourself, in your communication with your soul, and in the knowing that it is working. Because whenever you're in alignment, whenever you're following something that is truly on your heart, and you're hearing the messages from your soul, you're moving in alignment, you're clearing away any of the blocks and limitations, like you're doing the inner work. And we're in this time right now where a lot is shifting. It's okay if it doesn't look like it's working. That doesn't mean it's not working. That just means that things are moving, things are happening. The unseen realms are orchestrating things. And that you don't have to try and force it or go harder or give up. But you get to stay anchored and centered in yourself, because that energy is the way forward. That energy is going to be so important when all of these changes happen, when manifestations start happening quicker, where things start dropping in far more quickly, where time is speeding up more and more. And what's most important and what is being asked of you is to really feel so clear and anchored in yourself, because you are the one creating your reality. And that's what that really means, is that the more anchored you are in yourself, the more that you can hear your own inner guidance, the more that you can respond and act in accordance with that. And the more that you can see that then unfold in your reality and create such beautiful creations and experiences. But that can only come from a space where you feel anchored in yourself. You know the difference between energy that is outside and is collective energy, and your own energy. Guidance that's coming from outside and what feels good for you, because that is the way forward. That is the shift that we are happening and moving into. And it is so important at this time that you cultivate this precious sanctuary within yourself, where you can feel so trusting in yourself, so connected to your own inner guidance, and so trusting in yourself, in your path, in what you're doing and what you're creating, and the inevitability of it. No matter what it looks like in the world, you have the power to choose that, and through that choice is where the power and the momentum builds. So I hope that this is landing for you. I hope that you're feeling this. I would love to hear what you got from this, any reflections that you have, and I'd be so grateful if you could share this with anyone else who you feel could benefit from this, and comment or like or subscribe so that other magical beings can find it too. Sending you so much love, and have a beautiful day or night wherever you are. Bye.